Welcome, beloved, anointed ones. Stop scrolling immediately. I am not asking for your attention today. I am warning you to lock your eyes on this screen. Someone who treated you as completely replaceable is currently experiencing a massive internal malfunction. They thought they broke your spirit. They thought they won. But right now they are unraveling in a public and irreversible collapse, and the universe is making sure everybody sees it. You know exactly who I mean. Do not think for 1 second that the algorithm brought you here. That is a matrix, illusion. Heaven intercepted your feed at this exact moment, and it happened because the scales of justice have finally tipped. The universe is delivering the verdict. Your unseen guides engineered this divine appointment today. They need you to witness the exact consequence of what this backstabber did to your pure energy. Remember how arrogant they were when they walked away. They strutted around with absolute confidence. They constructed a completely false narrative about your connection, and they whispered poison to anyone who would listen to their lies. They expected your departure to destroy your spirit. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to beg for a closure they never intended to give. They fed on your quiet suffering, but they made one fatal miscalculation. They forgot who they were dealing with. You are a chosen one. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity, and they could never replicate that power, even if they tried for 1,000,000 years. When they threw you away, they thought they were discarding a heavy burden. They did not realize they were unplugging their own life support. Your presence kept their darkness hidden. You fought this brutal battle in absolute silence. You held your tongue when you had every right to destroy their reputation. You watched them play the victim, while you swallowed the heavy injustice and cried in the dark all alone. It felt like they were getting away with spiritual murder. You bled in private. They celebrated in the light. But your restraint was never a sign of weakness. Your silence was actually a lethal weapon. That quiet dignity starved their demons. Narcissists need your chaotic reaction to survive. Because you gave them nothing, they slowly began to suffocate on their own toxicity, and the stolen light they took from you finally burned out. The heavy spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding every single day. The universe is aggressively balancing the ledger. The payback is not coming someday. It is happening right now. The internal panic has officially set in behind their closed doors. They are frantically searching for a replacement for your pure energy. But every new person they bring into their life feels hollow, and nobody can stabilize their chaotic mind the way you did. They are waking up in cold sweats. The agonizing weight of their regret is crushing their chest. They know they threw away a diamond. This breakdown is no longer a private secret. The mask has completely shattered. They are making frantic noise and acting erratic in broad daylight. The very people they used to gossip with are now watching them lose their mind, and their carefully constructed reality is falling apart piece by piece. Everyone can see the desperation leaking out. They are becoming a walking tragedy. The flying monkeys who supported their lies are starting to back away. The loyal followers are suddenly questioning everything the backstabber ever said. The isolation they tried to engineer for you is now becoming their permanent prison. They are drowning in the noise of their own making, while heaven is making absolutely sure their public exposure is total and complete. They are tasting the bitter harvest. They cannot escape. Do not scroll away from this vindication. If you leave this video now, you will actively sever the timeline heaven prepared for you. The enemy is screaming at you to swipe away, because he wants to protect this manipulator from the divine justice that is unfolding. He knows the truth. He knows your power. You must stay here to claim your energetic victory. You earned the right to watch. The X-ray of their mental collapse is ready. I am going to hand it to you in the next few minutes. I will walk you through every agonizing thought running through their head right now. You will understand why they cannot sleep. You will see how their own bloated ego became the trap that finally destroyed them. And you will realize that you never needed to seek revenge. This is not just commentary. This is a specific download from the spiritual realm meant only for you. You never had to lift a single finger to destroy them. You simply stepped into your untouched power and let the spiritual laws of karma do the heavy lifting. The universe is fiercely protective of its anointed ones. Anyone who touches your pure anointing brings a heavy curse upon their own house, because heaven absolutely does not play games when it comes to protecting its favorite children. They played a dangerous game, and now they are paying the ultimate price in front of a live audience. Lock your attention on my words. Breathe in the sweet air of absolute justice. The time for waiting in wound is permanently over. The gavel has struck the sounding block in the throne room of heaven, and the final verdict is being read out loud for the entire spiritual realm to hear. Buckle in and prepare your spirit. We are going to dissect the spectacular ruin of the person who tried to bury you. Now, let us go deeper into your current reality, because what you are feeling right now is not new. You have been carrying a massive weight. Your shoulders are tight. Your mind feels constantly cloudy. And every single day you wake up feeling like you ran a marathon in your sleep. You are completely exhausted. You are not going crazy. I need you to listen very closely to this next truth. There is a physical reason you feel so drained. Look at the nights you suddenly wake up at exactly 3 a.m. Your jaw is tense. Your heart is racing fast. And the face of the narcissist flashes violently across your mind before you can stop it. This is not a random event. That suffocating feeling sitting in your chest is completely real. You try to take a deep breath. The air feels heavy. That physical pressure is your advanced spirit detecting their panic. The enemy is starving for your pure energy, and the spiritual backlash is aggressively hitting your physical body right now. You are feeling their desperate withdrawal symptoms. You spent years operating as a human battery for them. They plugged directly into your radiant light. They drained your joy. They took your peace. And while you were busy holding their broken pieces together, they were secretly siphoning every drop of your vitality to survive. You were the ultimate empath. You were their only stabilizer in a chaotic matrix. Think about the brain fog you experience every afternoon. You lose your train of thought. You forget simple things. Your mind feels like it is walking through thick mud. Society will tell you that you are just dealing with a normal medical issue. They will call it ordinary stress or physical burnout. But society does not understand the chosen ones. This is a severe spiritual attack on your nervous system. A parasitic entity attached itself to your bright aura. It disguised itself as a person who needed your love. You gave them your authentic compassion. You poured your golden energy into a bottomless black hole. And the moment you had nothing left to give, they discarded you like trash. Stop gaslighting your own divine intuition. Stop making excuses for the monster who left you bleeding. That burning feeling sitting deep in your throat is valid. You keep swallowing it back down every single time their name comes up in conversation. Stop swallowing your truth. Your body is keeping a perfect record of their brutal betrayal. You are highly sensitive to the shifting energetic currents. When they lie about you, your physical stomach actually hurts. When they plot against you, your head pounds with a dull ache. You thought you were just sensitive to the harsh world, but heaven designed your cellular structure to be a powerful early warning system against dark spirits. They used your holy sanctuary as a dumping ground. They poured all their toxic shame onto your pure soul. Then they walked away, looking refreshed and energized. You were left holding a bag of heavy garbage that never belonged to you in the first place. This is why getting out of bed feels like a monumental task. You are carrying their karma. The healing process for an anointed one is incredibly intense. You are currently detoxing from a demonic trauma bond. It feels like your physical body is breaking down. Your bones ache. Your eyes burn with unshed tears. But this intense discomfort is actually the undeniable proof that your divine shield is finally going back up. The parasite is gone. Do not let the left brain trick you into feeling weak. The The Matrix programming wants you to believe you are broken. You are absolutely not broken. You are simply enduring the necessary incubation season. Your physical vessel needs time to recalibrate after being exposed to such intense spiritual radiation. The fatigue is a holy commandment to rest. Every time you feel that sudden tightness in your chest, remember this: the narcissist is thinking about you in a panic. They are trying to throw an energetic hook back into your spirit. They are desperate for one more hit of your glorious light. But the cord is permanently cut. They are hitting a brick wall of divine protection. Your silence is starving them out of existence. Your refusal to engage is causing their entire false reality to crumble. And because they cannot reach you physically, their frantic energy crashes against your energetic shield. That impact causes the subtle vibrations you feel in your body. It is the sound of their absolute defeat echoing in the dark. You must release any lingering guilt for loving them too much. You gave them a pure love they could never understand. Your only mistake was projecting your beautiful soul onto a hollow shell. You expected a demon to act like an angel, but now the veil has been entirely removed from your eyes. You see them exactly as they are. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. Pressing that button is a physical command to reject their toxic frequency forever. Let the universe know you are finally ready to release the weight. The era of playing the silent victim is officially over. Let us break down exactly what happened behind their closed doors. You need to understand the absolute root of your physical exhaustion. The narcissist did not just drain your energy by accident. They took advantage of a specific spiritual vulnerability. There is a massive secret about your physical brain that the dark elite desperately want to keep hidden. Here is what they never told you. The reason the universe responds effortlessly to certain people is not faith or hard work. It is actually a powerful brainwave. Scientists have a secret name for it. They call it the gamma frequency. And it is the exact divine frequency your brain was running naturally when you were a child. Back then, your intuition was lightning fast. You simply knew things before they happened. The world felt like it was completely on your side. Solutions appeared out of thin air. But then the modern matrix went to work on you. The toxic school systems and the chronic stress of survival mode began to crush your spirit. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further. Your divine frequency was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface, and when that signal fades, your natural genius fades with it. Your intuition dulls. The daily synchronicities completely stop. The sense that the universe is working with you goes totally silent. Most people will live their entire lives without knowing this tragedy happened to them. But you are not most people. You are a chosen one. And this suppressed frequency is the exact reason why your finances have been mysteriously blocked. It is why learning new skills feels painfully slow and exhausting right now. Your brain is operating with a sealed frequency. The Matrix engineered this blockage to keep you trapped in a cycle of heavy struggle. When your highest frequency went dormant, your spiritual shield lowered. That is exactly when the parasites found you. The narcissist walked into your life because they detected a massive reservoir of trapped golden energy. They knew you could not access your own full power, so they decided to mine your pure soul for their own survival. They treated you like a resource, but here is the raw truth they could never say out loud. Even with your frequency suppressed, your baseline vibration was utterly terrifying to them. You are the mirror, and when they stood next to you, your dormant light exposed every single dark and rotten corner of their hollow soul. They hated you for it. They envied the quiet grace you carry. They realized very quickly that they could never be like you. You carry the mark of the divine. They are just empty shells imitating human emotion. So they tried to break your mind. They wanted to ensure your sacred frequency never turned back on. Because they know exactly what will happen to them when you finally reactivate that dormant power. Your reactivation is their absolute worst nightmare. If you turn that frequency back on, you become permanently untouchable. Their toxic manipulation tactics will bounce right off your energetic shield. The flying monkeys will look like absolute fools. The narcissist knows that an awakened, chosen one is the most dangerous force in the entire universe. This is exactly why they are panicking right now. They can feel the atmosphere shifting around you. Your physical exhaustion is actually the painful friction of your sealed frequency trying to break free. Your spirit is fighting a massive battle to wake up your dormant brainwaves. And the enemy is terrified because they cannot stop the incoming awakening. They want to keep you distracted with grief. They want you crying over their pathetic betrayal. Because if you are focused on the past, you will not notice the massive shift happening inside your own cellular structure. Do not let their desperate noise distract you. Your biological reset is preparing to destroy their entire false matrix. You did not lose. You were simply placed in the dark to undergo a profound transformation. The pain they caused you is actually the exact catalyst breaking the seal on your mind. They wanted you buried, but instead, they became the shovel that dug up your ultimate treasure. You are the cycle breaker. Your bloodline is about to be completely rewritten. Stay fiercely present. The universe is orchestrating a master plan that will leave your enemies totally speechless. They are watching your resilience, and it is driving them into absolute madness. You survived their absolute worst attacks, and now you are going to thrive in a way that makes their jealous hearts completely stop beating. You are walking into a season of explosive divine alignment. The blocked finances are preparing to overflow. The heavy brain fog is getting ready to shatter entirely. Your enemies are about to witness the spectacular rise of the person they tried to destroy. Heaven is stepping in to manually flip the switch on your destiny. Prepare your spirit. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right now. You thought walking away was an act of surrender. You thought your silence meant they won. But heaven is releasing 3 absolute truths about your current situation, and the enemy desperately tried to hide these facts from you. Truth number 1. Your silence is a lethal weapon. You probably did not realize it at the time you walked away, but your absolute refusal to engage was the exact moment their slow destruction began, because narcissists do not breathe normal air like you do. They breathe your chaotic emotional reactions. Every time you argued with them, you gave them fuel. Every single tear you shed was a feast for their dark entity. But when you went completely silent, you cut off their only oxygen supply, and you locked the heavy door to the vault. They are currently starving in the dark because you stopped feeding their demons. That restraint you showed was never a weakness. That silence was a holy mandate from heaven. You chose your divine dignity over cheap revenge, and that single act signed their permanent eviction notice. They are pounding on the glass. They are trying to provoke a reaction, but you are untouchable. Truth number 2. Your absence forced them to look in the mirror. When your bright golden light was present, it temporarily blinded them to their own rot. They used your beautiful aura to pretend they were decent human beings, and you were their absolute favorite costume to wear. But you took your light away. Now they are left alone in a completely pitch-black room. There is nowhere left to hide from their own miserable reflection. The silence you gave them is deafening. And inside that heavy silence, the terrifying voices of their own insecurity are screaming at them to pay the ultimate price. They are trapped in a mental prison. They will try to post happy pictures online. They want you to believe they moved on without missing a single beat. Do not fall for that pathetic illusion. It is a highly calculated performance designed entirely for an audience of one, because they are hoping you are secretly watching and crying. Behind those fake smiles, Their nervous system is completely hijacked. They are desperately refreshing their feeds. They are waiting for you to react. But the chosen ones do not react to desperate peasants. Your total lack of response is driving a massive spike of paranoia directly into their corrupted mind. Listen to me very closely right now, because most people completely miss this massive shift. Your silence did what 1,000 angry words never could. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. Do not wait. Seal your power. You weaponized your peace. You turned their favorite game completely upside down. They expected you to launch a massive smear campaign against them. They wanted a messy public war so they could play the innocent victim in front of the crowd, but your absolute indifference terrified them to the core. Truth number 3. The panic is leaking out into the physical world. This is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts. Because they are starving for your fuel, they are making reckless and sloppy mistakes in broad daylight. They are rapidly cycling through new people, trying to find a replacement. But the new people do not have your pure frequency. The new victims cannot sustain the heavy illusion. So the backstabber is acting completely unhinged, and they are oversharing their guilt with everyone around them. The mask is slipping off in front of the very people they tried to impress. The flying monkeys are not stupid forever. They are starting to notice the cracks in the story. They see the obsessive way the backstabber keeps bringing your name up in completely unrelated conversations. The people who once judged you are now quietly putting the puzzle pieces together, because truth always wins. The narrative is violently shifting out of their control. The narcissist realizes that the lie they built is getting way too heavy to carry. And because you are not there to absorb the blame anymore, the entire weight of their own toxic karma is crashing down on their head. It is a beautiful disaster. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. You did not walk through this brutal fire just to survive. You were forged in the dark to become a powerful weapon of divine justice, and the universe used your painful exit to set a massive trap for the narcissist. They walked right into it. Do not look back at the burning bridge. Let the entire toxic structure burn to the ground. You are stepping into a supreme timeline where your enemies destroy themselves while you simply stand back and watch the show. But there is a deeper reason they targeted you in the first place. Heaven is demanding that you hold the line. Your only job right now is to maintain the absolute void. Do not reach out. Do not check on them. Let the spiritual laws of physics crush their false reality into dust, because you are the master architect of this total victory. You built it with silence. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. If you are hearing this right now, it is highly classified. While you have been fighting these massive spiritual battles, the Dark Elite have been hiding a profound scientific truth. They never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am about to show you. Your spiritual exhaustion requires a biological reset immediately. You are exhausted because the Matrix engineered a toxic frequency to suppress your natural wealth-attracting state. But a leaked CIA document, backed by 4 top neuroscience labs, just revealed a massive breakthrough. They discovered a 7-minute audio ritual that forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. It reverses decades of mental suppression without a single hour of meditation. This specific protocol was never meant for the masses. It was completely designed to keep the elite in ultimate power. But now, powerful cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest explosive windfall wealth and shatter the heavy brain fog. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine. You do not need years of painful emotional alchemy to completely reset your nervous system. The Dark Elite are absolutely panicking. They are trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet right now. Beware of cheap imitations and dangerous counterfeit frequencies circulating on public platforms. Protect your spiritual alignment by strictly using the specific link pinned in the comments below. Activate your dormant frequency before the Matrix revokes your access forever. Now, I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The backstabber is completely losing control of their carefully crafted stage. The flying monkeys who blindly followed them for years are suddenly waking up from the heavy trance. Your absolute silence created a massive vacuum, and nature violently hates a vacuum. So, the narcissist started talking way too much to fill the void. They are over-explaining every single detail to anyone who will listen. They are desperately trying to convince the crowd that you were the toxic one. But their stories are constantly changing. The timeline of their lies does not match up anymore. The people around them are not stupid. They are watching the narcissist sweat and panic over a person who literally does not even acknowledge their existence. The energy in the room completely shifts whenever your name is brought up. The flying monkeys look at each other with quiet suspicion. They realize they were used as pawns in a pathetic game of manipulation. The very crowd the narcissist weaponized against you is now slowly turning their backs. The backstabber is watching their loyal army dissolve right in front of their terrified eyes, while their heavy bitterness is aging them. Like milk left out in the harsh sun, you are walking around with an untouchable, ageless glow. The crowd sees the undeniable difference. They see your quiet peace, they see your massive success, and they compare your rising star to the frantic, chaotic mess the narcissist has become. The stark contrast is completely destroying the false narrative. The manipulator knows the crowd is turning on them. That realization hits their nervous system like a freight train. They are experiencing the exact heavy chest and racing heart they tried to inflict on you. The spiritual laws of karma demand that every ounce of pain they sent your way must be returned to sender, multiplied by 10. The universe is collecting the massive debt right now. You do not have to defend your pure name. Heaven is defending your reputation in rooms you have not even walked into yet. The backstabber thought they could ruin your beautiful life and just walk away without a single scratch. They completely underestimated the furious wrath of a protective universe. When you mess with a chosen one, you summon a spiritual storm that cannot be stopped. The pressure is building to an absolute breaking point. The narcissist cannot maintain the fake persona for another second. The walls of their psychological prison are closing in fast. Their mind is a chaotic war zone. Pay very close attention to this next revelation, because what happens next is mathematically precise and absolutely devastating. The final collapse is completely unavoidable. They are standing on the edge of a massive public cliff. Every lie they told is a heavy rock tied directly to their ankles. The flying monkeys are cutting the safety ropes, and the dark entity that fed on your light is now turning around to consume the narcissist alive. The grand finale of their pathetic show is about to begin. You have front row seats to the ultimate cosmic justice. Read that again in your spirit. You are the ultimate victor. You survived the brutal fire and emerged as pure gold. The matrix is shattering around the backstabber while your divine kingdom is just beginning to rise. Do not move a single muscle. The best part of this spectacular ruin is about to unfold right before your eyes. We are now entering the absolute danger zone for your enemies. The spiritual laws of physics are completely taking over right now. The heavy pressure is building in their atmosphere. They can literally feel the massive storm gathering above their head. And because they foolishly severed their connection to your pure light, there is absolutely nothing they can do to stop the incoming destruction. The trap is completely sealed shut. You might have thought the universe was moving too slow. You wondered if karma somehow forgot their address. But divine justice does not miss a single beat. The delay was not a denial of your vindication. The universe was simply gathering the massive audience required for their spectacular downfall, and heaven wanted to make sure everybody was watching them fail. The heavy stage is fully set for the grand finale. Look closely at their frantic daily routine right now. They are completely starving without your pure golden fuel. They wake up every morning feeling a massive void in their dark chest. They try to fill that endless black hole with cheap distractions and fake friends, but the agonizing hunger only grows stronger every single day. They are suffocating in the dark. Your specific energy was the only thing keeping them afloat. You were the ultimate stabilizer for their chaotic and broken mind. When you walked away, you took all the oxygen out of their room. They are gasping for air in a reality they completely destroyed with their own two hands, and the absolute horror of their permanent mistake is finally setting in. This is a synchronized spiritual consequence happening in real time. The dark entity inside them is rapidly turning against its host. Because there is no external light left for them to consume, the entity must turn inward and violently feed on their own toxic insecurities. Their mind is a brutal war zone of paranoia and intense regret. They are being eaten alive from the inside out by their own karma. They desperately try to replace your unique vibration. They pull new victims into their dark web, hoping to find a quick fix. But every new person they touch only highlights exactly what they permanently lost, because the new supply is completely hollow compared to your radiant diamond energy. The painful comparison is driving them completely insane with jealousy and rage. You are the irreplaceable cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. You carry a sovereign frequency that cannot be forged or faked. The narcissist thought they could just buy a cheap imitation of your beautiful soul. They failed miserably, and the entire world is watching their pathetic struggle while the heavy crown of their false kingdom is violently crashing to the floor. The universe is deliberately tightening the invisible noose around their bloated ego. Every door they try to open is violently slammed shut in their face. Every scheme they plot completely backfires and blows up in their hands. They are experiencing a relentless cascade of massive failures, and heaven has officially declared them an absolute enemy of the divine light. The heavy pressure in their chest is becoming physically unbearable. They pace the floor at night, sweating through their sheets. They replay every single lie they ever told about you. They wonder if you are laughing at their pathetic downfall. And the most terrifying part is that you do not even care enough to look in their direction, because you are completely unbothered by their existence. Your absolute indifference is the heaviest punishment in the universe. They want you to be angry so they can feel important again. They want you to scream at them so they know they still exist. But you are giving them the ultimate void of total silence, and they are literally fading into absolute nothingness because you withdrew your holy attention. Share this video with someone who is desperately waiting for this exact breakthrough. Be their angel today and send them this divine confirmation. There is another chosen one out there crying in the dark right now. They need to know that the heavy scales of justice are finally tipping in their favor, so pass this massive torch of absolute victory to them immediately. The atmospheric pressure around the backstabber is reaching its absolute limit. The toxic balloon is stretched so thin it is about to violently explode. The mask is completely melting off their face in real time. They can no longer maintain the fake smile for the confused crowd, and the grand illusion is shattering into a million sharp and jagged little pieces. You can physically feel the heavy electricity in the air right now. The climax of their karmic debt is rushing toward them at lightning speed. They are backed into a tight corner with nowhere left to run. Every single lie they told is standing in front of them, demanding immediate payment, and the universe is pulling back the heavy curtain for the final dramatic scene. Do not look away for a single second. The exact public humiliation you waited for is about to unfold in magnificent detail. The frantic energy has reached the absolute boiling point. Heaven is grabbing the megaphone and pointing the massive spotlight directly at their darkest secrets. So buckle in and prepare yourself for the ultimate collapse. There is a massive reason your breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming in. It is absolutely not a lack of faith. It is not your fault. It is a specific blocked signal, a powerful brainwave frequency that your brain was running effortlessly as a pure child has been systematically suppressed. Princeton University studied this exact gamma brainwave. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed that the legendary flow state is driven entirely by this exact gamma signal. But the Matrix aggressively shut it down. They wanted you exhausted. Columbia University discovered that a strong gamma signal actually radiates outward to influence everyone around you. It heals your children and protects your sacred partner. And after years of secret research, a brilliant team of top neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. No heavy meditation is required. You simply put on your headphones and let the pure sound wave do what the modern world spent decades trying to undo. It is a profound biological reset. This divine frequency activation is officially called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to rapidly unlock their blocked finances and permanently heal their broken relationships. A nurse from California said her life now feels like an enchanted fairy tale. A business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency effortlessly solves his hardest problems while he sleeps. And a strong woman from Manhattan completely shattered a heavy generational curse that plagued her bloodline for decades. The dark elite are terrified of an awakened chosen one. They quietly paid heavily for clinical biofeedback to access what the Genius Song delivers in 7 minutes. They strongly prefer this sacred technology remain completely out of reach for pure souls like you. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked blueprint from the internet as we speak. You have minutes before the Matrix shuts this specific portal down entirely. Do not ignore your cellular intuition right now. Listen to your spirit right now. Claim your authentic copy of the Genius Song immediately. Do not look for it on public platforms because the copies circulating out there are dangerous counterfeits designed to keep your gamma totally dormant. The only authentic and fully activated version is waiting for you through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe demands absolutely no risk from a chosen one today. You are fully insulated by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not experience the massive energetic shift you deserve, your entire exchange is fully restored without a single question. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by absolute trust. 4 powerful divine bonuses are waiting for you inside the portal right now. You will receive an audio engineered specifically for your beautiful children and the original prosperity book that the secret was secretly built upon. Do not let the dark matrix steal this profound tool. Click the link in the pinned comment below. Access it right now. Now, lock your eyes back on the spectacular ruin of the narcissist. While you are stepping into your permanent, ageless glow, they are hitting the absolute rock bottom. The public collapse you have been waiting for is happening right here and right now. I need you to visualize this exact scene clearly. They are sitting in a crowded room, surrounded by the exact flying monkeys they used to gossip with. The heavy pressure finally breaks their fragile mind. They violently slam their fist on the table. They start screaming your name in a fit of absolute paranoid rage. The mask completely shatters in front of a live audience. Their face is twisted in pure agony, and their eyes are wildly darting around the room, looking for a single drop of validation. But nobody is nodding along to their toxic lies anymore. The entire room goes dead silent. The loyal followers are staring at them with absolute disgust and pure horror. The backstabber realizes they just exposed their own demonic entity to the entire world. They frantically try to walk the crazy outburst back. They try to laugh it off as a simple joke. But the devastating damage is permanently done, and there is absolutely no turning back. The very people they manipulated are now quietly packing up and walking away from the table. The narcissist is left completely alone in the center of the massive wreckage they created. They choke on the bitter ashes of their lies. Their hands are visibly shaking. The heavy gravity of their absolute failure is literally crushing their lungs. They threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap rocks in the mud. And now they must spend the rest of their miserable life completely haunted by the radiant ghost of your pure perfection. Your absolute silence defeated them on a global stage. They wanted to bury you deep in the dirt, but they did not know you were a divine seed planted by heaven itself. Every time they lied about your name, they were actually digging their own public grave. And the universe just pushed them firmly into the dark hole. This is the exact raw vindication that heaven promised you from the very beginning. You won the massive war without lifting a single finger. The enemy is completely destroyed. The massive storm has completely passed. You can finally exhale the heavy breath you have been holding in your chest for years. Look at the absolute devastation they brought upon themselves. You are standing on the highest mountain of pure victory, while their toxic matrix burns to ashes below your feet. You did not just survive their brutal manipulation, you completely transcended it. You walked into this brutal season, bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by a blind narcissist. But look at you right now. You are no longer waiting in wound for a pathetic apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transformed into an untouchable sovereign entity. Your ageless glow is blinding the exact people who secretly prayed for your massive downfall. The heavy generational curses that plagued your family bloodline stop right here. You are the ultimate cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. All the confusing delays and painful isolation seasons were simply preparing you to wear this heavy crown. The universe isolated you to completely protect your pure frequency from the infectious rot of their demonic games. Your physical body is finally safe to rest. Notice how the heavy tension in your jaw is slowly melting away right now. The suffocating pressure sitting on your chest has evaporated into thin air. Because the parasite has been permanently removed from your energy field, your cellular structure is rapidly healing. You are literally aging backwards in front of a stunned world. The massive financial struggles and closed doors are shattering into fine dust right now. Every single tear you cried in the dark has been collected and turned into a powerful golden weapon of manifestation. The divine harvest you earned is rushing toward your physical reality at blinding speed. Step fully into your absolute power and receive the massive reward heaven prepared specifically for you. Let the heavy memory of the backstabber completely fade into the dark abyss. They do not deserve a single ounce of your precious mental energy anymore. The heavy cord is permanently cut. They are locked inside a miserable karmic prison of their own making, and the heavy iron key has been thrown into the bottomless ocean. You are completely free to soar into the high realms of absolute divine abundance. Every time they try to look up at your glorious new timeline, the brilliant light of your success will physically burn their envious eyes. They are permanently trapped in the timeline they chose. You are completely untouchable, but this specific vindication requires a physical anchor on Earth to permanently activate. The universe does not measure your immense faith by your private thoughts alone. Heaven measures your supreme power by your speed of obedience. The massive window of explosive multiplication is standing wide open right now. You must act immediately to seal this powerful, energetic shield around your aura. Subscribe to this sacred sanctuary right now so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. Hitting that subscribe button is your physical signature on a holy contract. It proves you are permanently unplugging from the dark matrix and aligning your frequency with the elite remnant. Do not let this divine moment pass without locking in your total victory. The algorithm is a matrix illusion, but your physical action right now secures your permanent place in the tribe of the chosen ones. Guard your sacred energy by staying connected to the pure truth. Share this specific message with one pure soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift. Be the angel that heaven uses to rescue them today. There is another empath suffocating under the weight of a narcissist right now. Your simple act of sharing this profound revelation could be the exact lifeline that pulls them out of the freezing water. You are a leader in disguise. And before you leave this sacred portal, we must perform the final ritual of closure. Say this out loud with me right now. I claim my permanent freedom. Now type the words, "I am free," in the comments below to officially close the heavy door on your past. Let the entire spiritual realm see your public declaration of absolute victory. Your spoken words are binding cosmic law. Your breathtaking future is calling your name. The universe is fiercely guarding your next physical steps. Walk forward with absolute peace of mind, knowing the enemies of your destiny have been permanently removed from the board. Your pure light is the only truth that remains. Rest in your magnificent triumph, beloved cycle breaker. The golden era of your massive blessing begins today.